Okay, we should be able to combo so well here. Fabled Passage. All the lands. Are you kidding me? For the love of donuts. Okay, I was gonna say. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing we're trying to do today is we're playing CGB's deck Zero Fun Abzan. Zero fun because we're having all the fun with zero converted mana cost cards. We get to play these for free and then they die basically. But there's so many dice triggers in this format that it's pretty sweet. Cruel Celebrant, whenever a creature you control dies, you lose 1 life, we gain 1 life. Bastion of Remembrance, same type of thing. Midnight Reaper, every time that one of these guys dies, we get to lose 1 life and draw a card to help us find our other pieces. Mothra, whenever a creature you control dies without flying, return it to the battlefield under its control with a flying counter on it. Well, it'll still be a flying creature, but it'll still be a 0/0 and it'll die again. So we get to get multiple triggers. And then we have our Forever Young to go grab all the cards that we were able to draw off the top of our deck because we've been having multiple of these going. We can stack them all back on top of our deck. Each one that will trigger again, we get to draw a card for each one as long as we have our Midnight Reaper, and we get to just kind of do it over and over and over again until we win the game. And that's basically the fun that we can have with this deck. So a couple things kind of help us out. Vivian, we can just sacrifice like our Paradise Druid here with the -2, or sorry, not sacrifice, I'm thinking Luca. Whenever we cast a creature this way, we can search a library for a creature with converted mana cost lesser and put it onto the battlefield. So if we cast like our Mothra, we can grab our Cruel Celebrant, bring it out there, or our Midnight Reaper, put it out there. And so getting Vivian out by the turn we play Mothra is sweet because we get to just search our library for our combo pieces and do crazy cool things. The one thing I changed with CGB's deck is he had 4 copies of Vivian. I went down to 3 and have 2 copies of Woe Strider instead. I think Woe Strider is still just really powerful with this. It helps add the consistency of being able to sack things later on. And there are times that you just want to be able to, if you need a bit of protection, you can just cast like Stone Cold Serpent for X5 or X6, because the worst thing is having all these in hand and not having anything else, and you want to be able to at least have blockers up. So you can cast these X3. Chamber Sentry, you have to have it based off the each mana, color mana that was cast to spend it. Otherwise, Ugin's Conjurant, just put out a bunch of counters onto it. Stone Cold Serpent, same thing. And so this does end up being a pretty awesome, pretty fun deck. So let's go ahead and get to the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. Up against Barackle. We have a lot of pieces that we want with a really slow mana base. I think we're gonna go ahead and keep it. We're on the draw as well. We're gonna keep it. We have the colors that we need, right? So that's a thing. Everyone else is playing slow lands, so that's also a thing. Pass the turn. We do want to be playing these for 0 to be able to draw cards with Midnight Reaper. But if we need to be able to have protection, we're gonna go that way as well. Okay, Paradise Druid's sweet. Now we get Midnight Reaper on turn 2, pass the turn, start playing some things, draw some cards. We may want to get Bastion of Remembrance out first, so depending on how fast they're going, we may slow it down a bit. All right, is this intriguing? Let's play out Midnight Reaper. If anything dies, we get to draw cards. That's a happy thing. Do we want to draw cards right now, or do we want to wait for Bastion of Remembrance? We can help us try to find like Cruel Celebrant, try to find more things. If we can find like Woe Strider, let's go ahead and play 1 for 0. We're showing them what we're doing a little bit. We could have removal. Maybe they're in black as well. They just had Paradise Druid. There's been a lot of Abzan decks going around. Ram through. Whoa ho ho ho. All right. Hey, we got a Midnight Reaper. Okay, pass the turn. Midnight Reaper number 2 is going to be nice. Vivian. Alright, is this a mirror match? This might just be a mirror match. Okay. Reach counter. Okay. Alright, play that tapped. So we could play 2 4-drop things. We can play Cruel Celebrant, Paradise Druid, and then Midnight Reaper the next turn, Stone Cold Serpent. And maybe Bastion of Remembrance if we hit land, actually. I think having the ramp will be nice here, though. Actually, we'll have the land to do it. So we're going to try to kind of go off on the next turn. Hopefully draw into another copy, another 0 spell thing. And hopefully don't have any more ram throughs. This is just like, oh man, what is this? This is kind of sweet. I like it. Yorvo gets bigger with these guys. Yeah, okay, that's good. Oh, another ram through. All right. Well, I'd actually prefer to have the Midnight Reaper, so take it down to 17. All right, sweet. So Midnight Reaper, yes. Bastion of Remembrance. Be able to start gaining some life from this. Yes. Okay, now we get to go off for a little bit. We would have been able to draw, gain 2 for each of these, which would have been nice. But let's hopefully try not to fizzle too much. We're going to take a massive hit for the next turn, then hopefully we can combo up for the win. With double Midnight Reapers, that'll be nice as well. Fable Passage. Okay. Pass the turn. Down to 17. This is a pretty janky combo, and there definitely is the chance of fizzling, but double Midnight Reaper. Maybe we should have just held off to wait and see if we could get the double Midnight Reaper. Just the amount of ram throughs they've had already. And how much damage they're going to get through. We do get to block the Yorvo. Auspicious Hysterics. Yeah, this is a good card. Just playing out fairly. You get to search the library and put something on the battlefield. It's so good. Oh my gosh, okay. Luminous Broodmoth. That's a thing you can do. Let's go ahead and just do this real quick. Grab. It doesn't really matter what color we're grabbing, right? Alright. We have 3 of everything right there. Swings with the Yorbs. Block here, reach, and vigilance. Yeah, so block 1, gain 1, take 6. Ouch. All the Midnight Reapers. And no way of getting things back. Actually, can we get this back? We have enough colors to do it, but then we don't have anything else. We could just play Midnight Reaper, take massive hits, try to draw as many cards as we can. Block with one of the Paradise Druids. All right, this is what we're gonna do. Midnight Reaper. We're taking so much damage from these Midnight Reapers. But I think we get to stay alive. Hopefully. Ram through is gonna be brutal. Actually, they don't really have anything with Trample, do they? So no attacks? Pass the turn. We get to draw 3 if anything dies. We take 3 though as well. Great Henge. Ooh, this is a little bit scary. I do think that we get to survive here. We take 3 here. Paradise Druid can also swing in. We have to block a bunch as well, which means we're taking a bunch. We also gain some life. Gracious Hydra. Killing one of them now is actually kind of okay. Okay, we lose a Midnight Reaper, we draw 3. Now when the other ones die, we're not going to take quite as much. Ember Sentry. Land. Okay, we're down to 10. Vivian. Okay, swing in for a bunch and a half. Okay, block, block. We have to block these. We take 6. I think we're dead anyway. The Bastion of Remembrance actually should save us. So, okay, we draw a bunch of cards. Go to 4. Bastion of Remembrance. We want those to Order of Resolution, right? So, okay. We want those to... No, it's... Okay, okay. Swip there for a little bit. Swip there? I spoke right. Is this exactly lethal? No! Even with the Bastion of Remembrance? Okay, we have a shot. Oh my goodness. Alright. Roll Celebrant. They're down to 4. Oh, I messed it up. I needed to play Vivian first. Vivian. Casting things for free doesn't do anything for us. With reach, I guess.
Diversity is our
X0. We get to deal 2, gain 2. Okay, deal 2, gain 2. Deal 2, gain 2. I just don't think it's enough. They have way too big of a board at this point, so yeah. Got them down to 8. So if I had played Vivian first into the Cruel Celebrant, we could have gotten another one to get 1 more point of damage, but that wouldn't have done enough. We needed to be able to hit a Midnight Reaper there, which unfortunately this doesn't let us get that. Ram through, yeah, I can't get in. We're done with this. we don't need to watch the massive beat down here. Up against David TK, we have Cruel Celebrants and a couple of creatures here. Again, these can just be played out as blockers, whatever, to slow the game down and hopefully get to Vivian. I don't love that we don't have lands and we have an extra Vivian, but we're on the draw. We have some of the things we want. Maybe it's better just to wait until we have like Midnight Reaper. But if we get to Vivian, Vivian by itself with a few blockers and being able to gain some life is really powerful. Witch's Oven. Uh-oh. There's Midnight Reaper. All right, so this, I think this was a good keep then. Pass the turn. Cruel Celebrant, Midnight Reaper, and then try to draw some cards. Hopefully we get to play all those things. Cruel Celebrant. Pass the turn. Scoured Barrens. Cruel Celebrant, okay. Don't have the cat yet. That's always nice. All right, perfect. Pay to Midnight Reaper. We could get out Bastion of Remembrance first, but we're gonna go for trying to draw some cards. Get us our lands to get to Vivian. 0. Another Midnight Reaper. In that case, I think we wait a turn. So pass the turn, we get another Midnight Reaper for the next turn. While our life total is still somewhat high, I am a little bit scared of what they're going to be able to do. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. Doing something similar. I mean, it's a good way to go. Bastion of Remembrance is also kind of nice, but yeah, I think we want more card draw. So Midnight Reaper. I mean, if we can just string together all of these, we will lose before they will, I guess. But we get to set up for some pretty good turns later. Gain 1, draw 2, lose 1. Another Cruel Celebrant and Bastion of Remembrance. No land still. No attacks. I guess I could swing in. See if I can trade off with the Midnight Reaper. Serrated Scorpion. Witch's Oven. Please have gotten God's Cave. That's annoying. But we should have Bastion tokens for that. Hum. Those are the worst cards to draw. Play Bastion of Remembrance. I could swing in to see if we can get the play just block with Serrated Scorpion. No attacks, pass the turn. I think that our deck is more set up to win the long game, potentially. Midnight Reaper, pass the turn. Swings in. Okay, double Cruel Celebrant's pretty nice. My goodness, Cruel Celebrant. Oh, we didn't have the right colors for that. Could I have tapped that better? No. Oh, well, in that case, Bastion of Remembrance probably would have been better. Swinging with Midnight Reaper. I kind of want to keep the card draw. I could swing with Cruel Celebrant. I guess no attacks. We have more cards in hand. Vivian's going to be pretty sweet. Just to be able to create tokens each turn. Murder Shredder. Okay, we lose something, we draw 2, we gain 3. Few triggers there. Sorry, we gain 1. Land. Vivian, land again. Man, All right, we need to draw like our actual cards that we're trying to play here. Another Midnight Reaper. Cruel Celebrant, Bastion of Remembrance, maybe better than the Vivian. Just having more of the awesomeness. Midnight Reaper as well. I mean, we're doing so much damage with these things. All right, so Bastion of Remembrance, let's go for it. They can't really Priest of Forgotten Gods without taking a bunch and a half. Opponent saying good game. Yeah. No attacks. Pass the turn. I think Vivian probably would have been better there, so we can start digging for things. So yeah, Vivian would have been better there. We'll play Vivian now. Play the Vivian.
The arcbook quivers with excitement.
Nope, man, we're drawing so many not good cards. Let's give it Vigilance.
I call and
No
IKORIA
attacks, pass the turn.
answers.
As long as they're playing the game out, that's just fine. We get to dig for something with Midnight Reaper. We can grab another Cruel Celebrant or a 0-cost card just to start going off with the combo. Swings in. We'll have stuff die, that's fine. Not you. Take 4, we gain 4. Guess I could have double blocked. That might have been okay. Alright, so let's go Midnight Reaper. I keep forgetting to use Vivian's ability. We get this search, but then we don't have the stone thing. We should be fine, right? Alright, so -2 Vivian.
I brought friends. Lots of them.
Midnight Reaper.
The more the hell.
We have to draw a card here, I think. Let's just do it though. Cruel Celebrant. See the odds of us having something else. Fatal Passage on top now. Boo his. We get to sack a creature. Okay, we're gonna sack Midnight Reaper then. They draw a bunch of cards. That's fine. Oh, I thought they did the Priest of Forgotten Gods thing. Alright, just play it out. Keep the game slow. We could swing in to try to get something here. Okay, let's swing in with the Midnight Reaper. Swing with Midnight Reaper. Block with Murderous Rider. Yep, gain some life. Okay, we should be able to combo so well here. So, let all the life gain resolve first. Yeah, they get things as well. That's cool, that's cool. I mean, they're drawing lots of cards as well, which could be bad for us. Fatal Passage. All the lands. Are you kidding me? For the love of donuts. Okay, I was gonna say. Alright. Chamber Sentry X0. Yep. Deal 5 to them. We draw 3. Draw 3. No more lands. Stop. Ooh. Flip the junk. Alright, we can play stuff off the top of our library. Really grateful for that. Good game. Yeah, we deal 5 here, so we have the game. So many triggers. Love it so much. Yeah. Alright. And that is why the 0 cost is better than just the straight mirror match. Of course, they didn't hit their combo necessarily. And we took forever to actually get ours going, which I maybe I could have played that better. I've not played this before, and so this is honestly my first games with it. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how to pilot it. And you guys all know that I play for fun more than competitively. But I mean, I get to Mythic every time still. Because I'm awesome. Oh my gosh. Alright, up against Hiragi. Bring it on, Hiragi. We get Paradise Shield turn 2. That seems really good. Bastion on the next turn. Woe Strider to start scrying for things. Yeah. Yep. I like it. I like it lots. imposing. All right, so this is probably the scry deck. Pass the turn. Indatha. What do you guys think? Should we keep going by Abzan or should we switch over to Indatha for all this kind of stuff? Football Crater. Cycling without payoffs. Digging for payoffs? That was a payoff. Maybe not amazing payoff, but it's a payoff. Nonetheless. Paradise Druid, pass the turn. Stinger. Alright. We can do about 3 a turn here. We'll start gaining life with Bastion of Remembrance though, so I'm actually not worried. I'm going to shock this in. Bastion. Pass the turn. That way we don't have to expose our Paradise Druid. I'm not sure what damage they're going to be able to do to it, but that's fine. Stinger number 2. All right, now they're doing quite a bit of damage. These guys, once they stack up, actually can be pretty annoying. But the life gain that we get from Bastion will be nice. We're hoping to hit Full Celebrant. Full Celebrant off the top would be pretty nice here. Midnight Reaper also not bad to start going off. Okay, well, Fable Passage, sack it. I guess I didn't need to be doing that. I'm just trying to get rid of cards in our deck that aren't the things we want. We need another green source for Vivian. Whoa, Strider. Whoa, Strider. Whoa. We can't sack in response, unfortunately. So we can hold up blockers, and then we can scry to see what we want to hit after that. We could put this up. So we could put this on 2 and then minus the 2 to kill the Janus Stingers. That's a thing that we could do. Actually, I think that's worth it too. So X2, blue and white. You have to do different colors for that one. So pass the turn. Now we can pay X, tap it, remove X counters from him, and deal X damage to any target. I mean, honestly, with the Paradise Druids, we can get this up to 5. Pretty, I'm not often, but we can do it. So pretty sweet stuff. I'm actually debating if it's worthwhile to go into some other triomes. Probably not. The Paradise Druids seem like they're enough to occasionally have that synergy. Okay, cycle. Yep. Down to 13. That's getting low there. We can take quite a bit more here still. Yeah, resolve. Brood Moth, I think, would be like her best play here, so we can just kind of start going crazy. Try to gain as much life as we can. Midnight Reaper. We're just taking so much life and so much damage. We can kill one of these guys. Midnight Reaper, draw 1. We may want to hold on to that for cycling, actually. So, okay, Midnight Reaper first. We don't get to play anything else here if we do this, but I think that deal 2 to you, auto pay, gain life, lose life, draw Vivian. Vivian's pretty good. I like a Vivian. I like the Vivians. Debating if I want to hold off until we might have a better chance. Like, so Vivian, we can cast this X3, grab a Cruel Celebrant. Or X5. That would be later, though. Now that we have some cards, actually, so let's go ahead and play the Triumph. Pass the turn. Another Stinger, and we're taking a lot of damage. We need to find ways to gain more life. Yeah, gives it lifelink. Now they're gaining life as they're dealing damage. Yep, that's the thing you can do. All right, scry into, let's see. Actually, what do we want to play here? We have the Vivian for this turn, but we're pretty close to being dead as well. Gain some life. Not a land. Pass my turn. Vivian.
Every mutation displays nature's ingenuity.
Let's see here. Beast counter or go off with the combo. All right, 0. Cruel Celebrant. There we go. So we found the Cruel Celebrant. Draw the card. Shock ourselves. Oh, dang, I keep forgetting to use Vivian. Honestly, though, having another beast here is going to be nice. Just, let's put it on trample.
Beauty lies in variation.
Okay, now we get to gain 2 for every one of these. We can still sack Woe Strider to gain 2 life anytime we need to. Okay, X0. Draw the Cruel Celebrant, number 2. They're down to 14. We can cycle that away. And I need to figure out how to actually play this deck. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm still trying to figure out how to pilot this one because there's a lot of interesting interactions. Like, we maybe should be Woe Stridering away the Cruel Celebrant to try to hit more 0s. Okay, sack there. To the bottom. If they have a cycle effect, we can sack again. They gain a bunch of life. Down to 9, down to 1. We can cycle instant speed, but we can sack instant speed as well. We are actually going to go ahead and cycle one more time. Get rid of the Fabled Passage on top. Bastion of Remembrance. I mean, with Cruel Celebrant, that's definitely keepable, and we can go digging for something. So pass to my turn. Okay, here we go. I'm going to use Vivian right this time. Bastion of Remembrance. Play it out. Yes, get the token first. -2. Cruel Celebrant. Dig for doesn't really matter. Ugin. Gain some life. Deal some to them. Take 1. Stoneclaw Serpent on top. We dig it. X0. Yep. Paradise Druid. We can sack and scry. So we'll keep it on top for now. Okay, so let's go ahead and Woe Strider sack here. Down to 8. Fabled Passage down. We have lethal on board now, actually. Oh, we would really want to play Mothra, though. We don't have enough mana for it. Alright, Paradise Druid. Yeah, sack. Cruel Celebrant. We actually want to hit more triggers, just in case it's possible. Either way, though, we get to sack Paradise Druid and win the game. Alright, sweet. That's what this deck does. Not too shabby at all. They almost had us with the Zenith Flare, but Woe Strider, that's why I think that 2 copies is better than the 1 with this deck. Definitely better to have the 2 copies. All right, so we actually get the Mothra here, so we're going to keep that. That's the one thing we've kind of been missing so far. We are on the play, so getting out Bastions by turn 3 will be sweet. Hopefully we can draw into them. That would be nice. We have a turn 2 play with Ugin if we really can't find any lands. Opponent's mulliganing into Oblivion, actually. They're down to 5 cards, I think, at the moment. See if they keep it. If not, we should be favored, even with a 2-land hand. Which, like I always say, if I don't play 2-land hands, I don't get to play Magic. So, pass the turn. Shocks it. Shocking. Balmar Knight, okay. Ugin's Conjurant's actually kind of interesting because it doesn't die to that. And so I'm actually debating on just playing it out, but we'd have to take 2 anyway, just for the sake of not having it. I'd rather get out Bastions of Remembrance, get out the Midnight Reaper, start going Cricey. I'd like to get out this Mothra before we start doing cool things too. I'm going to be a little bit greedy maybe with my how long I wait for this. This could be knights, humans. This isn't a human, so knights makes more sense for that. Yeah, Mardu knights. They might just also be playing some human stuff. Down to 19. All right, pay 2 Bastion. Got a blocker. Pass the turn. They get to exile thing. No, they're not playing humans, actually. I was going to say Dire Tactics, but not humans. Every time I see Mardu, I'm thinking humans. There's some humans. Take 5. I think we will just chump block here. Swordmaster, take a bunch. Uh-oh. We will just block. Down to 11. Gain 1, up to 12. Midnight Reapers. I want Mothra first. We could play Mothra as a blocker here. Hopefully they don't have removal. Let's do that. Shock ourselves. It's painful, but we have a blocker now. Pass the turn. Then we get Midnight Reaper. We could even play Ugin's Conjurant out as a blocker. Then when it dies, it comes back and gives us more stuff. We can play Bastion in that. No removal. That would be the worst. They don't have double red for Embercleave. Joust. Seriously, dude, Joust is good. Youch. I think we're just dead. Down to 10. Not just dead, but pretty dang close. If they play a creature, we're dead. If we use Midnight Reaper at all, we're dead. Bastion of Remembrance. Yeah, they have enough damage, and the triggers happen after the fact, and so even with Ugin's Conjurant coming out for X2, we're still dead, so unfortunate there, but that one's over. All right, this looks like a pretty good hand. We don't actually have a lot of the main combo pieces except for Mothra, but again, we can just play these guys out as creatures. To be able to block in the early game, and then once they do die, or once we use Chamber Sentry to kill something, we can bring it back. Play tap lands for now. Pass the turn. Up against Mori. So all creatures. Okay, mutate stuff happening. We will absolutely ramp. Ramp sounds great. Get to Mothra on turn 2, or probably Woestrider. I'm still trying to figure out exactly when to play Mothra. Migratory Greathorn. Yep. Really good card. Takes for land. It's a swing in for a bunch and a half. Woestrider gives us a blocker for next turn. I guess Mothra kind of does too. Midnight Reaper. Start drawing cards. Let's go for Woestrider. We need to find a way to gain life with this Midnight Reaper. Pass the turn. Teamer. Now it's flying. Uh-oh. That's not good. Alright, we can play out the Stonecoil Serpent. Oh, it has Trample as well. Oh, man. This is bad. Really not good. Really not good. They get a freeze thing. This is why maybe also having like Priest of the Forgotten Gods is still worthwhile. You can play these on one. Get rid of them, bring them back. I don't know. What do we want to scry into? Is it just a land? We can play this as a blocker and stay alive for another turn or so. We need to find a way to gain life. Alright, so Woe Strider, take that down. No. Gotta keep our mana though, so pass to my turn. Land. Chamber Sentry X4. Stonecoil Serpent X2 can be a blocker. Okay, play Midnight Reaper. Block 4 points of damage here. What do we do against the Parcel Beast, though? We're not going to block really against what they have going on. Maybe the Woe Strider. Draw 2 cards. We could try to find Cruel Celebrant here and just go off with this. I don't think it's as likely though. Alright, Stonecoil Serpent X2, pass the turn. I could have got it for like X6 on the next turn maybe. Yeah, they're doing big busted things. They get 3 cards for free here. And if they have any other mutators, it'll be good. Resolve. I really wish that they would show all the different things a little bit easier. I don't love the look that they have here. They got an Agent of Treachery. Nice. Yeah, that's... Oh, I should have sacked it. What am I doing? Sack it to Woe Strider. Anyway, that game was over. I don't think we had any way of coming back, especially with Agent of Treachery's out. And another 2 Styxes. Alright. Okay. Alright, so overall, I think this deck is super fun. There's a lot of fun synergies you can do with it. I think that there's got to be a way to try to get the combo to work a little bit better, more consistent. And I also think I'm just a bad pilot for this deck here without kind of knowing how it works. Never Finding a Forever Young. I actually think that's one of the cards that makes it powerful. And maybe it's worthwhile to go a little bit more aggressive with it. But it only works if you have the Cruel Celebrants or Bastions, which having an extra copy that's so powerful is really good. Overall, the deck's really powerful, really fun. I like to see how you could use Vivian's ability. I was forgetting to use it just because I'm so used to just casting creatures. But overall, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye. Thank you.